back to 915 Times. I'm Blake. That's Tylo, our new editor, DJ.
What's going on, bro?
Not much.
What's going on with y'all?
Pretty well.
So today it's kind of rainy. It's kind of gloomy. Kind of a chill day. So we decided to do a little video here. Getting to know DJ. Cool guy, man. Pretty knowledgeable. And in a lot of things, kind of like what we had mentioned in the previous video. How long have you known?
Known for a couple years. So, good dude.
Straight up, yeah.
He's going to help us with our editing, our 3D printing, a lot of our computer stuff that we're caveman on.
Maybe some music too. I don't know. We'll see if I want to do that.
So DJ, and he's a DJ, so that's kind of interesting.
International DJ.
International DJ. Oh shit. Where's international?
All over the world.
Yeah.
Well, El Paso, Socorro.
El Paso to Australia.
To Australia?
Mm-hmm.
That's legit, man. What kind of music do you?
Techno, dark tech. I'm basically versatile. Mostly just like whatever I can do, everything else.
All right, man. That's awesome. What do you use?
Record box, FL Studios. I use GarageBand on my phone. And
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, yeah.
That's what's up.
And what's your DJ name?
Darkness.
DJ Darkness, so check that out.
We'll put a link for his iCloud, so you guys could
SoundCloud.
for SoundCloud. So you could go ahead and check out his music. Maybe we'll get
Check out his personal information on his iCloud.
Single.
Single.
There you go.
Single.
And I'm single too.
This is not a dating app.
Well, maybe we can make this a dating podcast.
Yeah, okay.
Well, yeah. No homo.
Hey, we could do like the Spanish TVs. You know, where they got the really hot girl, and then they got the crazy guy in like that crazy outfit and the clown. And then he goes to the weather.
So I'm the weatherman, crazy, and clown?
Yeah, why not? I'll just look like a clown.
I do.
You know, I just have to learn how to speak fluent Spanish.
Well, I mean, you're already dressed like one. With the red! The red!
You got the big red shoes.
This is true.
Clown shoes.
Big old feet. That's what they call me at school, is big feet.
And it's not because of that.
It's because my teacher is real short, and the first day of his class in HVAC electrical, he tripped over my big feet, and ever since then he's been calling me Big Feet.
And by big feet, he means...
My feet. Okay, only fans. 14s.
Only fans?
You know, I'm about 12 and a half. She says.
You're 12 and a half?
Yeah, slip-ons.
He's in
He
there.
had slide-ons, so.
Yeah. I got size 5.
Was this casual Friday?
Well, you know.
It's Saturday.
Yeah.
I
Get it
made a
right.
joke.
Way to kill the joke. He was also making a joke. Thanks.
Casual Saturdays is
Not doing so great as a clown.
When's the last time you found out was funny? The one that cusses at the county fair. The one where you try to throw the ball
Oh, yeah. That
and you try to knock him into the water.
That's true. Sideshow.
Those are funny. You find the right one, those are funny.
Yeah.
Do they get those at the El Paso Fair?
No.
Depends.
They do at the Alabama Fair, and he's hilarious.
Maybe we could get you. We could buy a spot.
Why not?
I mean,
We really use a sponsor here in Dukes.
How much does it cost for a dunk tank?
You can make one.
yeah, we could make one. That's the easiest thing. Stay tuned. We might make a dunk tank pretty soon. Yeah.
On how to make a dunk tank.
Yeah.
Hey, we could do it. We could do it at the swap meet.
As long as we remember to make sure the dunks doesn't just slide him off, you know.
Well, it's gonna be
and then we
hard.
can pass out apparel and then we can promote 915 Times. We can promote T-shirt on Inc.
Yeah, and then I'll make a big sign.
You pay $5 for 10 balls. Really
Free Willy.
Really small.
Or bring your own. Just bring a bunch of fruit, you know.
Yeah.
For fruit, vegetables, whatever.
Well, you do the.
Your mom.
I don't know about it's El Paso. You might want
$5 for 10 balls.
Yeah, I don't think you'll pass on Paso with that one.
Well, yeah, with the mom one, El Paso's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But you could try. I mean, maybe they'll.
They'll want to start a few more.
Yeah, they might.
The
wanna
process is to make them mad and buy more balls to knock you down. That's the point of it.
Intimidation.
Yeah, you know what? It's a good idea.
You have to antagonize. You have to hit them where it hurts. Because that's when they get mad. They want to buy more balls to knock you in.
Yeah, you're right. I was gonna try to make a joke, but we're keeping it case, so.
Yeah.
I mean, or we can do it for the biker functions, whatever. Yeah.
That would be good.
Or the veteran functions, VFW.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And plus
I'll dress up as a clown and talk mad crap all day long.
I mean, you already do that, so. So there's not really that much difference.
I hate
it's like a
y'all.
regular day for you.
I hate them right now. That would be fun. That would make some money.
DJ and I have been teaming up against good old Blake there, so.
Don't worry, I'm just getting to know you, so.
Yeah.
Some very rated,
I
rated
know.
R behind the scene jokes.
It's okay. Okay.
No one loves you.
I know. That's why I'm single.
Neither your mom. Oh.
I mean, sometimes.
That's a lie.
Yeah. That's why I don't feel bad.
If I cared about people loving me, I wouldn't be here today, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I don't think any of us would be.
What?
If you feel lonely, call the line. Don't give up.
Cheer. Huh?
What?
Taboo. You have your own spoke show like Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
TED Talk.
Yeah. I as a matter of fact, I do have.
Dr. Octavio Duran.
Yeah.
Justice of the Peace, Octavio Duran.
There you go.
The People's Court.
Yeah, the People's Court is good. I actually do have something but I have it written on my phone, so.
You know they actually pay the TV on those court shows. They pay whoever wins. So the show, if you come in and do it or whatever,
Like Judge
and
Brown?
your case wins,
Yeah.
the TV show pays you.
They probably pay both sides, don't they? Or they just get the free trip, the one who.
They just get the free trip and the free hotel and all that, but
And how about with Jerry?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But that's what I was watching a video that was making content about it,
Yeah.
and he said him and his buddy would make up these fake harassment, fake like
Yeah, it's all
situations,
Right.
and they would go in there, and then whoever won the case, they would split the money at the
Why,
end.
did you want to talk to him about the haunted houses?
Oh, so he doesn't like to go to haunted places. So
I'm
me and
Latino.
DJ were over here thinking devious. We're like, well, we already got him talking to California and okay, we take him to the Decepticon Transformer thing at Universal Studio, wherever that's at. You know, you see the videos on Facebook, YouTube, and like the Decepticon making jokes and all that. And like one girl calls him daddy, and he's like, "Oh no, you don't do that." And he's like, "We take him to do that, and probably something else. He'll go to the Queen Mary in Alcatraz." But we were talking devious the other day. We were like, "Well," he's like, "I'm gonna go to the Conjuring House, Conjuring House with the Annabelle and all that."
And I was thinking,
He said it's in Rhode Island, and I was like, "Well, how would we go to that?"
I was like, I can make a fake website. Everything.
He said he could make a fake Universal Studio, the Decepticon, and all these other rides. And then when he gets up there, he'll be like, "Psych!"
You guys do know I know what a map is, right?
But you don't know what's over there.
I've been to Rhode Island.
Not right now.
Huh?
Not right now.
Why? What?
I don't know.
Oh. No,
This
but
is
I've
New
been.
Park.
I've been to Providence actually. I drove through there. Funny story.
It's probably doing culinary.
Well,
What's the funny story?
so when I was doing the SIPRNet for the military, we went to New York. We were in Aberdeen Proving Grounds in
I've
Maryland.
been there. I was stationed there
Oh, for real?
for 8 months.
Oh shit. Well, we went right, and then we went to New York for the weekend, and we got slammed. I mean, we got really slammed. on the day that we were coming back, they put me to drive first, right? Because I was the newest guy. And lo and behold, I put Aberdeen Proving Grounds, MD.
Oh, what? On the GPS?
Yeah,
He took you to Rhode Island?
yeah.
Isn't that the opposite way?
Completely opposite way. I drove for 4 hours, dude.
There's an Aberdeen Proving Ground out there?
Yeah. I drove for 4
Or
hours.
is this like in a van or what?
In our work trucks.
So who's all with you?
It was this guy named Pac, Adrian. Well, we took 2 vehicles. We had 2 trucks.
So was the other truck following you?
Nah.
Oh, God.
They actually ended up staying back because they were the seniors, so they were just gonna take the next day off. But then the 2 guys that were with me, which was King and
They sleeping?
yeah, like just snoring, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm the new guy, so I'll just keep driving. It was a 5-hour drive. I drove for 4 hours.
How far is Aberdeen from where you went to?
4 hours. It was 5 hours from Aberdeen to New York, I think.
Okay.
And then I was all like, so I just toughed it because I was only gonna drive like an hour and a half, 2 hours, because we were all slammed. So they knocked out, and then once it was like like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I was like, you know what, whatever. Like I'll just drive it all the way. I'm so good. So I drove for 4 hours, and then the guys started waking up. They're like, man, it's already dark. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, we only got about an hour left, and so then they get up, they check their phones, and they're like, bro, where are we? And I was all like, I don't know, man, I'm just following the GPS. And dude, they were like, dude, we went in the opposite direction. And I was like, no, we didn't, bro. I'm following the GPS. And I told them, like, I put MD, and they're like, bro. They just sent me to the back of the truck and fucking. And yeah, so we drove for another 8 hours.
God.
We got there at 3 a.m.
I did the road trip from here to New York in a day.
Did anyone find out?
Oh yeah, of course they told everybody. Yeah.
So where was it taking you?
Well, we hit Province in Rhode Island.
But what's Aberdeen MD? Like, where was it taking you? Is there another Aberdeen base?
Well, it was not a base. It was just at like a city, Aberdeen. Yeah. It was.
Them old GPSs.
Yeah, this was back in 2000,
Before you had Google and all that.
2011. Yeah.
No, well, we had Google. We're older than Google, but you know, Google's like 90.
It was like
yeah,
MapQuest.
Google Maps.
Yeah, it was like MapQuest or something like that. It was
Oh
like,
God.
yeah. So it was pretty funny. It's when Sprint was still around.
Yeah, that's when you barely had like you can barely even get a TomTom, and those things were like way expensive.
Yeah, they were like $400, $500.
Or, you know, yeah.
Where is a TomTom now? Like $100?
They don't exist anymore.
They still exist, but I mean they call like Garcin
Or the Garmin's.
Garmin's, yeah.
I mean, the watches are probably better than, or bought more than the actual
Well, yeah,
GPS.
everything now, you know,
Yeah.
we're going too far in the digital age, so.
Yeah. But yeah, man, yeah, that was one of my mini adventures. But that's what they get for making the new guy drive.
God.
You know, they said instead of like thinking that you had it, you know, and asking you like, you know where you're going, you know,
Yeah.
making sure you had the right address.
Yeah, they should have done a little bit more. I mean, I was just as slammed as they were, you know what I mean? And we're all the same age. I was just a new guy. So they put me to drive.
Did you see where Trump was on the stage and he was talking about the 10% tariffs he's put on all the goods?
Yeah,
But then he's showing the tariff percentage for
right.
all the other countries.
The
China's like 90
the
something
stocks just
percent.
fucking crashed. Have been crashed for 2 days right now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, did you see the tariffs that all the other countries put on our goods going in? Before he put the tariffs on? It was like, China was like 93%.
For our stuff going on over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
And then all these other countries, and they're all getting mad.
yeah.
Like, why are you getting mad? You got all these 70%, 60%, 90%,
Barely
80%
have anything.
tariffs on us, and we put 10%, and you get all angry.
Yeah. I mean, and see that's, I was talking to a friend of mine that's a Democrat, and they were just talking about the tariffs and how it was going to ruin us, and I was like, there's, like, first of all, we don't have any, like, all these other countries don't have any of our Chevrolet, you know, automobiles that we sell, that we make. But we purchase BMWs, Audis, so it's like where's the like the money that we're making off of them, you know what I mean? Like it's
The revenue.
yeah, the revenue, it's very unbalanced, you know what I mean? And then even with NATO, I mean, we're paying like millions, and other countries are paying like 100 grand, 200 grand, and I don't know, I don't get how some people are missing all these things, you know? And then getting mad at Elon Musk for the whole raising the hand, you know, to show
The Nazi
appreciation.
salute.
Yeah, and it was just an appreciation to the crowd.
It's not a Nazi street. It depends how you see it or.
I didn't see it as a Nazi
As long as
salute.
it depends how you intend it, you know.
Yeah, and if you watch the
But
speech,
I
it
don't
was-
believe in that. Okay, if you don't like Elon Musk, that's cool. But why are you targeting the people's cars?
Yeah,
That's wrong, man.
yeah.
Yeah, people are just jealous. Jealousy.
I mean, and it's,
Jealousy and
You don't see that in El Paso.
Yes, you do. They
Really?
did my fucking car.
well, but against Teslas, I mean, there's no sense in doing that, you know.
I mean, but if you think about it, we went to war, we won the war over there, but if we really win the war, we're buying they're manufactured and everything, you know.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, but I feel like it's a way to support other countries as well, you know, by purchasing vehicles, parts, and things like that from other countries. But there's no other country that drives Ford, Chevys.
Oh, then you go to Germany and they love the Mustangs up there, so
Yeah.
they love most of the cars that they do.
Yeah, but they, I mean, there's no real, we don't have any, like here we'll have Toyota, right? We'll have Audi dealerships, but no other country's selling Chevy. They'll purchase them over here and then have them shipped, but,
I mean, wouldn't Mexico be the other one?
well, I mean, Mexico, sure, right? But that's literally the only country, maybe Canada? And even that, but that's only one country out of 200 and some odd countries, you know? But we're definitely buying from every other European country and all this, so it's just weird. I don't get how people aren't like seeing the bigger picture. They're going by legacy media, and it's just, I don't know, it's crazy. I'm pretty dumbfounded right now.
Yeah, and we're in debt, and we're
Yeah, man.
282 trillion or something.
280 something trillion.
Mm-hmm.
And how much with the
That's crazy.
department that Elon Musk has, the
Doge.
how much has he saved? Like, just by cutting back on
So which isn't anywhere higher than like 30-40 cents. Massive has been up. They do a lot of crypto and stuff like that. They're now mining bitcoins.
No, he's talking about Doge, the Department
Yeah.
of the Department of what's it called?
government efficiency.
Yeah, not the cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was at first. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no. So Doge, it's the department that Elon Musk is kind of overseeing,
Mm-hmm.
and they're basically going through all the files.
It's in billions.
Yeah, and
You heard what
They have
Trump?
that quantum computer now, so.
well, no, it's good. So what's happening is there's a lot of departments that. Oh, I'll give you a great example. So there's let's say a senator passes a bill or whatever to pay off, this one department for whatever. Let's say it's whatever. So they're gonna be every year they just they go over the books and they just sign off on it every year. Well, when that senator takes off, dies or retires or whatever, they don't go back and to check what those where that money was going, where he was sending it to. I think it's upwards of $60 billion of things that weren't verified, and that money was still going, and there was no notes to it. It was just a blank, like a check.
Digital check.
Yeah, just sent out. So they started going through the books, and they're like, "There's nothing to justify like where this money is going. It's getting cashed out, but there's nothing like to. There's no person.
Someone's just getting money.
Yeah, and they're up. I think they were at $16 billion just in things like that. Blank checks were getting written out. So, I mean, we could have already paid off our debt, man. Like, it's just where the government has been lazy to say it nicely, I guess, as far as where our money's going, and it's all the taxpayers' money. It's garbage. It's garbage right now. It's.
We heard what Elon Musk and Trump were talking about, right? If once they save all this money, they're talking about cutting $5,000 checks to every citizen.
Yeah. I think the Dutch or the Swedish are doing it, where every year, every person in that country gets like 10 grand or something like that.
Yeah, do that when you move and like become a resident at certain spots, you know.
Yeah.
Or you like 10,000 for living there for like a year, or repopulating that area.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's so I mean that stimuli should help out a lot of people, and or even if they don't give it to us, like at least pay off our debt, so we know that we're not like China can't come over here and just take our land, because I mean we owe them quite a bit, and it's kind of scary just because, or concerning because they're buying up so much farmland, and it's just like it's crazy.
That was Bill Gates buying up all the farmland.
Well, Bill Gates is buying a lot of it, but there's been a lot of Asians that are.
Is it Chinese or just Asian?
No, it's Chinese. It's Chinese that are buying a lot of land, and they're buying a lot of factories in Mexico. It kind of feels like they're trying to surround us, you know, to have more of an economical warfare than it is actually fighting in combat.
I know China was just doing more Taiwan takeover drills.
Yeah, that's insane right there. Like going after such a little country, you know.
And then they never had a naval battalion or anything, or whatever.
Taiwan?
China.
China?
Until like recently, now they had like one of the biggest.
Now they're building aircraft carriers. They're building ships. Like they're building a lot of ships. Because all they had was the Coast Guard.
Yeah.
Now they're building all these massive warships, and they're building a lot of them.
Yeah. And
Battleships, cruisers, submarines. And from what I've seen in the news reports, they're building a lot.
I wonder where. No matter what, I want to believe that combat-wise, I think our technology is still going to be
Way more advanced.
more advanced.
Oh, it's still mentioned. Remember now we have AI.
We got more fighter jets than any country.
I mean, we're probably the only country that, well, we're probably one of the countries that has the highest combat, you know.
Well, we're third. It's China, Russia, and us.
Well, but that actually has combat experience.
Yeah.
I would say we're
Or Russia would be one, because they have a lot of spetsnaz and stuff like that. So
yeah, but they don't.
they're pretty good. I mean, every they have every certain one has their own mission to do. You know.
Right.
Like we're basically like SEAL team and Delta Force and all that stuff.
It's the Spetsnaz troops that are getting all the damage
Yeah.
with the North Korean troops.
And
Because that North Korean troops are supposed to be like a special forces regiment.
I haven't seen anything on Ukraine recently. I know that there was Trump met with Zelensky.
And then Zelensky went straight to Britain and met with all the European leaders.
But we're pulling out of NATO, so
We're pulling out of NATO.
yeah.
And they're talking about we're pulling out of NATO?
Mhm.
Well, they're talking about putting British and NATO troops on the ground to deter Russia, like 34,000 of them.
So, I don't know if that's a good.
They're just gonna pull out of NATO, so
But we're going to join the Russian Federation?
no.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, because I'm not trying to go to war with Russia, but I'm guessing that's why we're pulling from NATO, if they're going to have the ground troops from Europe.
I don't know. Honestly, it's just a lot of it also has to do with the tariffs and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I don't know. Let us know what you guys think. You know, we started on a high note, kind of ending on a darker note, but you know, it's gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Everybody, you know, I want to believe that we're pro-life in all countries, and if you're in one of these countries that you know things are going on, you know, speak your, you know, make sure that you voice your opinion out.
Especially in the comments.
Yeah, and you know, hopefully we could.
And subscribe
unite.
so we can grow.
Yeah, we would definitely want to unite as humanity. You know, we've been through combat, and the last thing, at least for myself, and I'm sure you would agree, is, or any veteran, is the loss of life. You know, we go out there and we fight for our beliefs and our country, but politics isn't always correct, I guess you could say.
We're the best for us.
Right. Yeah. So.
Well, they're both veterans. I'm a civvy, so.
But his father served, right?
Yeah, you served me already.
Yeah. So. You got a taste. You got a little taste of it.
Oh, I got a taste of it through my whole life. So.
We won't go into detail about that.
But- Good deal. Good deal. Well, we appreciate you guys. Again, we're still getting this going. We're still trying to figure out how to podcast, and we're taking baby steps, hopefully in the right direction. But
And we got the computer in now. We get the TV monitor in next week.
I'm just gonna set up all the software, everything we need, and the editing.
We got our upgrader laser engraver. We'll be uploading some laser engraving content today, later today, and then hopefully he'll help us get 3D printing going next week when we come through. Yeah, and then we'll be doing a vinyl wrap here soon, the vehicle with our logo on it. We'll be doing content on that.
and on some screen printing too. I just did some shirts for another DJ.
You filming content on that?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, so we'll try to throw that up as well. We'll see how good I did since I was here by myself, but if it's good enough, then we'll throw it up.
Do you have any announcements, any content you might be doing, like any tutorials?
Like some DJ tutorials on music production tutorials. Probably some automotive, whatever to do, some cybersecurity, whatever I can think of.
Cool. Yeah.
How to put the 3D printer together.
That might be a good one.
It's already together. We just need to figure out a tutorial how to use it.
The software part.
Because we're like cavemen with the clubs beating on the 3D printer. Yeah,
Yeah.
not good.
No. All right. Well,
Well, stay tuned and we'll see y'all later.
appreciate you guys.
Stop recording.
We can always edit it.